In my efforts to try to help parents better understand our current public education system and to understand why they must let go of it, I have used clips from this particular middle ground episode done by Jubilee. To more clearly make my point as it relates to human research and transgenderism or transitioning rights, I'd like to share this particular clip of Sarah Higgin to help understand how these people think. Sarah joined the Army and served as a logistics officer for our military. As you listen to her commentary, please consider where these research subjects might come from.
I mean, AZT was killing people and they had no clue what we're doing. Now, unfortunately, because trans people have not got access to medical transition as long, and especially in the transmasculine community, there's a lot of research that has not been done. So to a degree, yes, we are guinea pigs in the shot in the dark. But just like in the 80s when AZT was being discovered, or 90s when it's being discovered, those folks had to go through that process. And I was given informed consent and understood that when I signed that.
We just don't know, because the studies aren't there, like you said, right? So the problem is when you talk about like the detransition rate, what generally happens is there's no follow-up. The longest study that's been done is 5 years out. The average detransition happens between 4 and 10 years. So we're not capturing all of that. Plus, if you haven't had your primary sex organs removed, you literally just stop taking hormones, and then you never go see your doctor again. And so they never follow up, and you just fall off the rolls. So the stats on detransition is completely false. So I think I had the common ground though, because everybody here kind of also admitted that we don't have the research. And so when we don't have the research, and I'll tell you, I think that adults can do what they want, but I think we don't push forward with transitioning children until we have the research. We do the research. And this is actually what GenSpec pushes as well. GenSpec organization, they push to get more research on it. So we absolutely know what this does. Because even the WPATH guidance, the latest guidance from WPATH, everything that it says even about puberty blockers, it cites a study, and then it says we don't know.
To your point about gaining research, how do you expect the medical community to gain access to research if we're just preventing these folks to actually go through any of the processes to learn the scientific method of what is happening? Just like with AZT drugs, where we learned that that was actually harming us, and now we have things like Biktarvy.
Yeah, so it's the same way as we have with any research. You have a very select, very heavy gatekeeping crew that you're allowed to, create these studies around. And you need a good checklist to be like, these people show all the actual signs of gender dysphoria. They are having like very strong distress, and in every state that's passed bans on access for minors also has provisions, except for in the most extreme cases, to conduct studies on.
And so what we try to do is match our interests with the funders' interests. So with the Ohio Creek project that we were awarded, that was a HUD grant that was looking for us to work in a low-income neighborhood with public housing. So we chose 2 neighborhoods to take to that. That was the neighborhood in Chesterfield Heights and Grandy Village, and also the neighborhood in St. Paul's. We were awarded money for the Chesterfield Heights and Grandy Village. So to your point, we can't. We have to work with the partners that have money in the way that they want to award money, but we don't let that drive us, right? We have a big plan, and then we look for the partners that fit our plan in different areas of the city. It's going to be a long-term effort, but we are continuously doing it. We're getting ourselves ready all the time, and so far we've been pretty successful. I think what we have achieved is that now everybody at the federal and the state level know Norfolk, and we are looking for them now to invest in Norfolk, and we are now ready for them to invest in Norfolk. Hope that helped.